scaling Azir here, and you're just heading towards making sure this late game carry can pop off. You have a lot of disengage options with this comp as well, and I personally really like T1's composition more.
I think the risk with T1's composition, though,
End of regular season and playoffs as Canyon does path up, as you mentioned.
Oh, that was pretty quick. They're going for this. The flash comes in from Canyon. There's no flash on Kana, and a first blood at 2 minutes and 46 seconds. What a huge gank this early on in the game.
and I love the commitment there, knowing that there is no not
Owner's getting
available.
in there. He's going to land that stun, but the teleport takes a while to get on top of him. Canyon, of course, no flash, and now the teleport coming in, but the stun landing once again, and everybody's getting into this fight here as the Ignite is not going to get the kill onto Canyon.
Baker flash!
Though, he's flashing for this one and going through the wall. One more auto would do it, but he can't see him over the wall. We're 3 minutes into the game, and Baker might just die to the turret, although Showmaker's just gonna laugh at him. Lands it, throws up the thumbs up, and that's it for Faker over here.
This is a disaster. Faker uses both of his summoners die.
Backline threats, and by being able to get these early kills.
Oh,
man, they're run warping.
Poor Kana, man. He just can't catch a break. This is Rise and Trundle. How about Camille? How about all three of them get in there and bully? He's just going to burn down to the Ignite as Khan. He doesn't have to look at the explosion. He know he got the kill.
He's got such a massive lead now, Showmaker does, but also Khan. And you have so
to this one. And you can see the late rotation is coming in from Ghost and Barrel as well. They're going to spot this out. DAMWON, they say, no, we're going to want to fight you here. You're not just going to get this free objective, but the Rift Herald's already pretty low. Need to hit that eye, trying to get it down there. And now the engage going to be started off onto the level 6 Trundle. The exhaust used onto him as well. And they can't even kill him. They finally do get him down, but Faker's getting low now as Ghost is coming in from behind, but here comes T1 on the front side trying to take out Showmaker. That Rise not doing enough early on in this game, and T1 will be able to take the 2-for-1 plus the Rift Herald in this fight. And not gonna happen as Owner thinking about dropping it mid now. We got to fight up in the top side. The needles are coming out. Khan is gonna miss the hook shot as the damage is coming out here with the Ignite, but trying to turn it back. Khan will be able to do it. I'm not even sure if he knew himself he was gonna win that fight.
All according to plan, misses the hook shot, and if you hit that hook shot, you go over the wall, you're fine.
Trundle in live, the pillar value is huge, although DAMWON, I'm not sure about this. They're gonna try to force another fight around this Rift Herald, this one being the second one. As you can see, the engage, the Zenith Blade will miss, and that's going to be the key for DAMWON to start up this fight as they get on in, and Keria is just blown up immediately. Barrel soaks up a lot of the damage, and he has a stopwatch. Faker is trying to carry this as hard as possible, and now Owner's got some value potentially on that backside, but it's just not enough as another pillar is going to come in here from DAMWON. Even slowing down DAMWON a little bit, they had to walk around that one. And Baker and Teddy, it looks like they should be able to get away, but yet another team fight win will go the way of DAMWON.
what you can do to kind of pop off as an early game Ashe, you know, at that moment as you get the possession. They will get this Rift Herald to charge through. And that's going to be a lot of extra gold going over the top side, but it's not without a cost. It's not without being punished, right? Showmaker's getting value bottom side. Mid lane is being dominated by Ghost, is picking up a lot of extra farm, and they're just everywhere on this map. However, this looks like it might get an extra charge.
It's a lot of pressure from T1, and they're looking for a bit more. I'm not sure about that play, Faker, but at the end of the day, it's okay because you push him out of the lane, you get the turret. It's a lot of value that T1 need right now to stay, you know, at a similar level, at parity here, at least with DAMWON, in order to scale up a bit more.
I actually think this is the first really big macro win that we've seen for T1, because the cross-map play from DAMWON, you get the first Drake.
And Showmaker level 13 just begins the machine gun Rise plays.
Ghost arrow.
Okay, trying to get on in there, but here comes Faker, and look at that Emperor's Divide. He gets 3, and this is the team fight T1 we're looking for. This is what we have been talking about, as the damage is not enough to take out Showmaker. Somehow he gets out of there as the Gwen is going insane. I'm not sure, DAMWON, you want to take this fight. Kana is ready and willing. He doesn't care that he's 0-4. He's a Gwen, and he comes in there and does insane damage.
Such a nice counter engage from Faker. You know, this composition has really nice counter engage when you dive in, when you do extend into these fights. Emperor's Divide is perfect for this.
And the inconsistency that we've seen from DAMWON Kia. Yes, they're decisive, Sometimes a little
Being
bit too
indecisive,
much.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
man. I think T1 are going to have a decent idea this is happening, but the damage is insane from the Fed Rise already. Here comes Keria, puts down the ward, and
It's
now
gone.
they know the damage is already there. As you're saying, where's the jungler? Owner's trying to get over here, but he cannot on time. And now, this is the thing about DAMWON. They have Braum, they have Trundle, they have Ashe. If they don't want to fight, they don't necessarily have to, but they're going to wait in the bush. And I don't know about that one, as Kana once again is throwing out the needles, but the Trundle is doing so much. They're going to be able to blow up the Ashe, but who cares about that? As it looks like the wallets of DAMWON are getting there at this point in time. Kana desperate to try to turn this one around, but the stun is going to go down onto Teddy, and there is the ace, as DAMWON will pick up the win in the team fight.
You're so late to respond.
of the plays that you're trying to set up now. And with DAMWON Kia locking that in, they enable Khan so much more.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. And T1, they're kind of calling the bluff. And here we go. We're going to scoop up 3 under the turret, but the damage is coming out here already from the Gwen. We got a one-on-one here in the river as Owner's trying to win that one, but the Zhonya's is completed. Showmaker going to have some help from his friend, but he's trying to realm warp out of here. As the Solar Flare not going to get it done, but that is another big Emperor's Divide from Faker. He's still trying to win this one for his team.
And they made that fight happen. I said it wasn't possible. I said they didn't have the tools, but Faker walked forward and under turret tossed it out. Now they've got control over this Baron pit.
And Canyon, you can see flashless. He doesn't have health. They're going to have to let it go, as T1 will be able to pick up a huge objective. They take it away from DAMWON in their split pushing. They get some extra gold, and they scale into this later game.
Was Khan's teleport, that's a lot of pressure gone, but you do get the Baron, and now, possible fight for the third Drake here.
Yeah, and this is the thing, DAMWON, they feel like they can go for fights like these after giving up the Baron. They don't have any split pushing pressure. They're just going to go in a straight 5v5 against C1. That's not necessarily what you're looking for, as here comes the Gwen. Kana gets in there. Going to have a very nicely timed stopwatch as now Keria trying to stun that backline, and Gwen does her job, but look at Showmaker. He's going insane, but it doesn't matter, as Teddy is full health as well, and he's trying to carry this one from the backline. Khan is gigantic, but Teddy trying to keep him at range here. The stopwatch is going to help out. As you can see, Teddy,
Power of Teddy.
He'll try to kite them out, but he can only do so much. Yes, he stays alive, but man, Khan is just a menace. He must be legendary. 9-0 already in this game. It's especially the top lane to get Khan fed to this point. That I think he's doing a great job. As now T1, they're just going to pull the trigger on this one. The teleport's already coming out here. The damage kind of insane already at 38 minutes. And you can see that Canyon, he's struggling to get in there. And Azir, Faker of all people, is going to be able to take down that Baron. But now DAMWON looking for the fight. The Camille in this one. Huge bounce damage now from the Rise in the front line. But he's going to have to go golden. It doesn't matter. He's got backup from his team. And this skirmish, if you don't have a Viego, I think that DAMWON should be able to eventually win it. Don't know if they can kill Teddy. They're going to give it a shot here, as Khan doesn't want to let him go, and the pillar should be enough. No flash even used by Teddy. He knows that it's pretty dire and has to give it up.
You just put yourself into a corner as T1 in this fight. Yes, you have the damage to rush down the Baron, but you don't have enough of a positional advantage to stop DAMWON Kia from collapsing in. And once you're locked into that fight, you don't have a lot of room to peel. You don't have a lot of room to front-to-back fight.
That might be it as well, because they're pushing in on top side. Look at how long it is before Teddy's actually going to be alive here.
It's such a long death timer.
Yeah, the Baron buff here, I don't know if it's going to be enough. There are no minions up just yet, and the damage is coming out. That is big on the Solar Flare, but Ghost, he's got a front line, and he has the cleanse. They do have enough damage to take down the Viego, and they will have enough to take down game number 1. DAMWON will defeat T1 here in 39.5 minutes to take game 1 of the finals.
Fantastic. Kia's composition is so much easier to pull off, I feel, in those late game fights. You have so much setup. You have the Camille who can side lane really strong. You've got Ziggs' insane damage. Vayne isn't necessarily going to be able to pull.
He might wait for the teleport, though. Here we go. Khan will have to teleport up here as well. And let's see if Kana gets baited into this one. He went all the way around the vision, as you mentioned. No flash again here for Kana. The undertow will lands. They need that stun, though, onto him. Do they have the burst? Damage is the question. It looks like Canyon wants to go for it, but he will have to give up his life. But yet again, First Blood will go into the pockets of Khan. Set up in the top side. Khan could definitely force something onto Kana here if he wants to go. And here we go. The Ghost will be popped. And Kana just going to have to try to sustain. He has the damage and he's going to trade a kill back. And that is huge. As Owner is here, not quite on time. Canyon will at least be able to pick up a kill of his own.
DAMWON tries to go for the same play, and for the second time, Kana is able to answer his Ghost.
This is a little bit rough. He's going to have to flash there, and Teddy just doesn't care. He executes him with the E. The Condemn gets the kill, and that's all he's got to do. And that was straight up solo. Didn't even need Carrier.
And this is something in conditions they're playing to the lane control.
Canyon is doing so much to help his lanes. Like, he is foregoing so much farm to just stay in the top side. And now we're just going to try to bully Kana once again. And you can see Khan can easily just tank this up. Kana surviving for a crazy amount of time. And Showmaker will just barely live. No, he goes down. The burn gets him. And you can see they're going to have some damage done to this turret, which will be nice. But it's 3 people committed to just kill the Gwen.
And this is a really strong position for T1 because even though you get the kill there, they have full prio here now on mid. They're going to grab several plates and they can rotate back to take the Drake and that Rift Sculler. You have so much power right now, and all that DAMWON Kia get is a single kill, a few plates, and they're not getting much for the Ziggs. Rift Herald gets tossed down, it's going to be the whole turret.
And this time, it is a huge mid-game lead for T1. And DAMWON Kia, third.
Tries to throw bombs at the Vayne, and the Vayne just laughs at him, right? Like, the 1v1 is ridiculous. And as the Ziggs, you're just going to have to run away. And already with a kill here on Teddy, stun and use that home guard speed to help him out here. Even a Ziggs bomb just to clear, as now Canyon is getting there onto Teddy. Though Pillar not going to do anything, and Canyon's going so deep for this kill, and yes, he will be able to pick it up. But at what cost? The cost of his own life. Showmaker gets low, and here comes Kana. Kana's trying to come in from behind, and he's like, wait, where did my team go? He's definitely trying to corral them quite a bit. The flash stun going on the Ghost, who is left all alone. But look at the bottom side. They're just going to kill the LeBlanc. Ghost is kiting this out incredibly. Carrier desperately trying to tank this up, and yes, they will get the kill. But the chase is on, and it's Camille and Kassadin who are on the chase. The scariest nightmare you've ever seen. Let's see if they can actually catch up here, as Beryl on the Leona as well. Trying to catch whoever they can. Owner up here. There's still the top turret left. And so they actually are really corralled in here. The pillar is not good. Down goes one. Kana on the Gwen. He might be able to get it done. That Ripwalk is not good enough, and Kana is trading it back so well. As now Faker gonna teleport in here and try to get something done to Khan. Eventually Gwen goes down here, but Khan is corralled into the alcove, and he will be left to die.
LCK Finals, baby. This is what it's all about. Kill after kill after kill.
I think you'll still take it as T1 because of the other objectives that you're able to get as Canyon.
Oh boy, they really do not like Kana though. Like, how many times are they going to commit to killing this Gwen? It's insane. And again, it kind of ties into what you were saying, right? He's getting Khan fed, and they're trying to set up this insanely strong Camille once again.
Yeah, and now when you have the Camille set up here, you could do a lot with this mid-game, but it isn't the same type of control that we had last game. As we talked about in the draft, there is no Rise, there's no Twisted Fate to kind of help support the Camille that's pushing. So yes, if Khan gets fed, as he is starting to very quickly become, you're not going to be able to push all the way up towards inhibitor turrets as easily as you did last time. However, with this trade, it's definitely a massive win for DAMWON.
Might still be alive. Yeah, they have Olim potential.
As
here they go again.
Goes for the face check, and he doesn't even have Subjugate here. Took Ignite for the lane as well. And so probably wouldn't have even used Exhaust. So he's just going to go down just like that, trying to get vision around this Baron. And I can't blame him after game one. And how about this? DAMWON. Doesn't really matter what the current state of the game is. They always seem to find these picks. As now the teleport comes in from Kana. You can see that DAMWON Kia at least are going to respect him.
And Teddy's winning out because he's getting a lot of extra free farm for this. And yes, eventually DAMWON Kia will be able to take this turret.
Putting them into an inner turret on the top side. The teleport committed to by Showmaker, who's got Everfrost. He's going to have to get out of here. As he is level 13, and here comes the wraparound from Canyon, actually just running straight at Kana, and he's got the damage. He makes this Olaf look so insane. Even picks up the second kill, And that's going to be Baron, you'd have to imagine.
Yeah, and there's nothing that Teddy can do about it. The entirety of the point of T1's play is to set up defensively against Gaon here, limit how much he's able to do so that Teddy can free farm. But the power of this Vayne isn't going to come online until much later, and you're not going to be able to do this until you get the 5v5 team fights. The power of this Camille is now, it's here, and this is not an equivalent exchange. This is not what you want.
Oh boy, an owner just running straight into vision. Not the play you were looking for. Even Showmaker looking for more. He's going to get a little bit trolled by the pillar. It's still a gigantic swing and win here for DAMWON. That zoning power of the Ziggs is getting work done. Keria even taking some damage. Gaon is such a menace right now. And T1 just going to have to back out of it. There's the cleanse out of Teddy. They will just have to give away that dragon.
And that's a big moment for DAMWON Kia, as they're still looking for a possible chase. Of course, have the Baron buff available so you can try and get a shove in mid here.
Yeah, DAMWON are just kind of crazy at times. They are feeling themselves right now. They know that they have so much potential to win these fights. They're just going forward as Beryl is going to go extremely deep on this one, but he's got his team to back him up, and now it's a bit 1-by-1. T1 holding the Phalanx. They can't get the damage. Teddy has to flash the Mega Inferno Bomb, as he will not have that for the next fight. No summoners for him, and now with the Baron, DK gets so much.
And that's the combo, and the fearlessness of DAMWON Kia is something that very few teams in the world can match, and it feels like T1 were from a position where they were looking favored, Kana was trading nicely, and suddenly it's free, 4 plays that DAMWON Kia just completely forces upon them, and there's nothing that T1 can do. They're unable to fight. Decision-making has been, can 1v1 anyone as Ghost?
Oh no. This poor Ziggs, it's like escorting the president. Like, how is he gonna get away from all of this skirmish from the side of T1 though? That's really a huge question. They find him in the jungle alone. And that was really all owner setting up the pick onto him, so the flash stun comes in. And you're gonna take down the Ziggs, which is a crucial part of DAMWON's team comp.
And this is when the cracks really start to show. When you don't have the full Phalanx setup, when you don't have that front line for the Ziggs, when he gets caught and picked.
They just have too much vision, too much control, and we can't exactly make a move like that right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is a problem.
Well,
I mean, this is desperation. This is so late. They have time to rotate now.
They have a lot of damage, though, but as you mentioned, the teleport here from Gaon is available. The rotation will come in on time. And that's really the important thing. DAMWON Kia are here, and now there's no distortion, and this LeBlanc can't get away from Gaon! He's just gonna take him out, and the 2-man Solar Flare as the Vayne and the Gwen are trying to do something to this front line, but Showmaker, he's now level 16 actually, he's gonna have to come back here, Gaon, trying to escort the rest of his team, and he should be able to. Teddy is pretty insane, but the tankiness is too much as the kill will go into the pockets of Gaon, and DAMWON Kia, they might just do it again.
That's almost a clean ace! They find him on the Baron, and as Wolf pointed out, it's so late, T1. If they want to go for that play, I think, even as scary as it is, they need to pull the trigger immediately. And man, you can't give Gaon this Camille anymore. That combo with the Ziggs literally won the fight from the start. And I feel like we've said so many times, it's a nice effort from T1, but effort isn't enough. You need to actually be able to...
Two essentially glass cannons. I mean, they're not even that fragile anymore.
Oh, no. Not like this. Kana's bullied again, and you can feel the power. It feels almost inevitable, right? Level 17 on both Gaon and Showmaker. They're playing late game scaling carries. They find enemy champion, they commit. They don't even know where the rest of them are. They have some vision in the enemy base, and they know that, you know, a couple of guys are there in the front. Teddy here, he's trying to make some plays. The zoom in is coming in. As Teddy,
he's chasing.
Should be able to get Gaon here, you would have to imagine, as that will be a good kill, at least a shutdown. And as you said, Chronicler, so much relies on this Vayne on Teddy.
So much with him on his silver platter. Every kill he's gotten so far has been T1 finding a... Oh, no, hold that thought.
And look at this. This is so important. The Ocean Drink is about to spawn. And Keria just goes down like that. You cannot make that mistake again. And now Owner, he's just going to get blown up by Ghost.
Game.
And say what you want, but he's been hitting those ultimates. And sometimes that's all Ghost needs to do. Quite literally. As now Faker, he's trying to make the play. You can feel the desperation from him. Maybe it's Teddy that can make the play. But now, with 3 of them caught out, they could just go for the ends here. They don't even need the Ocean Soul.
And I don't know if there's anything that T1 can do, as you pointed out. Who needs Ocean Sword when you're this far ahead?
They don't need anything but the Nexus. That's what they say. Canyon burns down. It doesn't matter. They get the stun down. This poor Vayne. There's nothing that Teddy can do. And DAMWON Kia are going to take yet another game in this summer finals, even looking for the mental kill as well. With that extra kill, not going to get it, but it doesn't matter. 2-0 to DAMWON as they are crushing the finals.
Help slow these melees from coming through and trying to set up for these team fights. Not to mention that T1 scaling later on with the Jinx, the Azir, really, really strong if they do survive that insanely scary mid-game for DAMWON Kia. You will see a gank here. I'm going to hold that thought. Canyon rotating down.
And there is vision, and you can see that Canyon just comes in, they easily back away, and especially with Owner here, not going to be able to stick around and do too much, as here's Faker going for the solo kill. Showmaker going to have to flash away, and that is very early on in this game.
Yeah, great start there. As I wanted to mention Kana's cannon.
Kana off of this for now, as level 6 going to be hit here for Ghost, but not for Gumayusi, and that Fate's Call is used. And look at this fight that's happening already, but the Slicing Maelstrom going to get that value. They take down Canyon already before the fight even begins. And they say to hell with Ghost level 6, although here comes Showmaker trying to burst him down, and oh man, that might have been a mistake. Two people getting caught up in here, as Khan is also going to be baited in, and T1 take a massive leap into the lead.
So much control of this fight by T1 here around the Slicing Maelstrom, and you have to realize, as DAMWON Kia, when you're trying to collapse onto Owner here, that he has 2 flashes. He's got his Heartbreak, so he gets over the wall. Oh no.
Yeah, Showmaker's dead. You can see he's trying to fight it back, but literally Kana's just waiting here and letting the minions kill him.
There's just so much in this fight that goes
And actually winning them. There is no just sitting around and waiting for skill. Yes, you have the Kassadin. Yeah, he becomes a big threat when he's level 16. And yeah, his power with Canyon might be okay, but that in of itself is not going to be enough against a comp with a dive as well as backline peeling potential like T1 has.
Oh boy. Showmaker greeting for the ward, and this is not what you want at this point in time. He has his flash, but he doesn't want to use it. But he has to at the end of the day. Down he goes, and Owner picks up a kill with the Rift Herald. In the mid lane, T1 are just stomping them here.
Canyon's not going to be involved in them online. Without his Mythic, engaging is going to be such a pain.
Oh boy.
Oh man, Ghost in trouble.
Yeah, he's all alone. The exhaust comes in, he flashes straight into that ultimate. Barrel's doing so much to keep him alive, actually. It's perfect, and the attract repel, as Barrel will go off the horse and feel very confident about his survivability. They dash and round that Jinx rocket, as well as Ghost is moving forward into 3. DAMWON looking to turn this around as they get another kill out to Owner as well.
Do not engage into DAMWON like this in these skirmishy situations, or you'll pay for it. They do get the Rift Herald crash through, but that's all they get, giving a ton of extra gold here over to on the top side of the map, overextends.
Now I think what happens is, oh no, never mind. I was like, maybe he tried to teleport, and no, they tried to dive the Fed Cannon. Unsurprisingly, it doesn't work out very well.
Under turret, he is able to Slicing Maelstrom both of them. This was a huge mistake.
And that's coming from the top side that has been carrying DAMWON Kia for the first 2 games. Fortunately for DAMWON Kia, T1 in an attempt to try and punish, overextend crucially. Ghost doesn't actually die thanks to a beautiful save that comes up from Barrel with the Attract Repel and Magnet Storm. And now you can see the value that Kalista can have in these extended skirmishes where people aren't actually able to lock her down in the single combo, and a lot of gold going over the DAMWON that didn't need.
Look at what's happening on the map at the same time. The top lane is being zoned away. Khan can't even save his turret here, as everybody on the side of DAMWON Kia is coming up to the top side, but Khan just gonna die before any of this happens. And yes, they might be able to get Owner, but look at that!
He's Viego!
He's Renekton and Viego! He's able to get out of there, and Showmaker just dies in the mid lane. Huge Magnet Storm, or rather, the Moonfall is coming down here from Canyon. They're trying to get something back, and yes, they will be able to pick off 2 kills, as the rocket is also not enough.
And this is so massive for Canyon. He's going to get that huge amount of shutdown gold.
Good in game 2. Not looking good in game 3. There's no other way to put it. I mean, these are 3 preventable deaths that we have seen from this Kassadin. Maybe a bit of overconfidence, not only in the pick, you know, in the draft, but also in the play. And you can't afford to do that. T1 are a fantastic team, and they will jump on this lead that you have given it to them.
T1 have always been a really strong team when they have an early lead this season, and this is the first of the 3 games where they have a commanding lead, control of all 3 lanes. And yes, you see a little bit of split pushing here for Showmaker, but that means he's not here to defend this.
And you can see the lack of range means that they have no wave clear. They have a Diana. Like, what are you going to do? Khan can't get close to that. And here we go. Just the 2 of them bounced against the wall like stuffed animals. And down they go alongside of the turret. Showmaker's like, well, I guess I'll just farm because T1 are smashing them.
And there's nothing you can do against this. As DAMWON Kia, you're too far behind to go for straight up 5v5s. You're trying to stall desperately. Showmaker off in the side doesn't have the teleport available, but even if he did, doesn't even have his mythic finished. And T1, 2 inhibitors, 17 minutes. Yep.
This is a massive, massive lead. A teleport to try to flank.
Yeah, they have Showmaker coming in here, but again, he can't quite jump in there alone, but they're trying to corral them into the river. The chase is on yet again. We've seen this before. And
Faker has flash.
Let's see. Okay, that Everforce is going to land onto Faker. He might be the sacrificial lamb. He's going to try to flash to safety, but this is a Kassadin we're talking about, and there's so many low health bars. As Canyon, he's got the stopwatch, but that might not be enough. His owner is going to be able to take him down, and look at this Renekton. He can't get the kills under the turret. The Jinx lives, and Viego still around.
The bot push is hitting the base as well during this.
Oh man, they're just running through the turret and they will blow up Owner. It's like a freight train right now. They're taking down everything in their path. As Gumayusi might be next. The final kill, Ghost is trying to catch up to him.
He's buying so much time here. And he's gonna get away with it too. There's just nothing he can do.
They're just corralling him around the map. I
That's
mean,
the heal.
We win from the river all the way around, and that is going to be the kill finally coming through in a massive shutdown into Showmaker's pockets.
It's
in the replay. And T1 say, fine, enough with the shenanigans. We're gonna take the objective, but the slicing maelstrom gets nobody. It hits nothing. And here comes DAMWON. Showmaker is going to be able to get out of there, and Beryl is zoning them. They're just going to turn up to the Baron and try to take it away. They smite it down. As the damage is coming out here, though, Jinx is getting out of control. Super excited as Gumayusi. They're going to take down 3 as the push is looking to come in here. The empowered recall might be the case, but Showmaker's trying to turn it. Can he kill the Jinx? The answer is yes, but it doesn't matter.
Cannon's killing the Nexus.
There we go.
T1 is going to take the game.
Look at the push here, and the answer to your question, whether you get 2 inhibitors early matters or not. When you have this much of a lead, you can win a team fight. We are going to have a 21-minute game here for T1. The answer was yes, killing those 2 inhibitors was worth it, as T1's back in this finals now.
Seraphine in the game can't do that nearly as much.
But this is very risky what DAMWON Kia are running, because what they're running is a composition that has a lot of poke. It does have a decent amount of engage too with the Seraphine and of course the Ashe arrows. You can find so much success in the past, especially in Spring, honestly, here in the LCK, where you have this ability to punish someone who's trying to harass this Gragas, especially post 6, because he's such an easy punish champion.
Here's Faker, by the way, up in the top side, sneaking around in the enemy jungle, doing an incredible amount of damage. And we just get a solo kill onto the Jace. First blood goes over to Kana.
Pre-6, he doesn't have 6.
Yeah, and that's just, again, kind of greeting for minions, it looks like, up here on the top side, and having that pressure is enough.
Faker's gonna stay. No flash for Khan. Okay. He's gonna have to head back. Well, that was...
Maybe Kana is the DAMWON killer. Who knows? As we are having Owner on the run here, Showmaker level 6. They should know that the Gragas is here, and now Faker kind of corralling them up against this wall. Canyon is going to have to flash, it looks like, as a lot of damage comes out, and Canyon's still around here. The stun coming in. He wants to wait until the last possible moment, but again, they get another flash out of Canyon as Shock Blast, not enough, and they're not able to stop it. The flash committed to here by Showmaker, and they cannot stop the recall.
It's such a great play. They get the Rift Herald gold, and T1 with a nice lead in this early game.
Cute deny there as well by Kana, as Khan.
Here we go again. Khan's gonna get flash stunned, and he will flash away from this one, but is there enough damage? As he's trying to just kite this one out, he knocks him into the arrow. Are you kidding me? and that's enough to keep him safe. Faker will be able to secure that kill eventually, you'd have to imagine, and there it does go, but man, the teamwork that comes into that one is kind of insane.
Cinematic.
Buddy is up here. Showmaker, he is desperately trying to get that CD back right now, but look at that Braum ult is going to catch the both of them. This is looking dire. T1, it will pay off, although they're only going to be able to get the one, and now here comes Showmaker. The Shock Blast misses, because that one was nearly lined up for him. As the cast comes in, and that's going to be Kana just putting him in the trash. Down he does go, and the arrow will just sail wide. It doesn't amount to anything, and Barrel's left all alone here. He will have to flash, and Kana is still chasing after them.
What a performance from Kana tonight. In both of these games, he's had phenomenal performances, first on the cannon, now on the Gragas. And, you know, T1 fans have been really critical of performance all year long, and even going back as far as last year. And he is coming up big in their most important match here.
Oh.
The turret stays alive somehow. After all of that, DAMWON desperate to try to get up to the top side and stop this turret from going down.
History, but the fastest. Look at the legends that are with him up there.
Carry is becoming an engaged support, it looks like, on this one as a huge encore comes in, but there's zero follow-up. T1 just too far ahead. Showmaker's not going to dive into that. The Trundle, of course, not able to. Ghost not there, and so Kana now just roaming with this team. He already took down the turret before 14 minutes, so you might as well.
I mean, this is such a top-sided series we are watching right now in all 4 games. It has really been dictated by who gets ahead topside, and this time, once again, it's Kana. But the plays they are making as a unit across the map together is what T1 has been succeeding with. I know I sound like a broken record with this, but this is just how great they are at macro, and Faker's going to look for another play here. The collapse comes through.
Gaon, okay, the Q is gonna miss. There's a lot of damage from the Jace, but it's not quite enough. Faker with the phase rush looking for the follow-up, and he flashes in and picks up another huge kill for his team.
And now centered and unable to match the pace that T1 has shown, and T1 keeps finding more and more of these objectives.
Oh, and this isn't even a fight you can take as DAMWON. The distortion does nothing, and Faker gets a flank, but he's kind of all alone here. Can they take him out before anybody else gets over here is the question. The exhaust is going to be big. Takes him down. The shutdown will go to Ghost. As Kana comes over, though, and he's really the final boss. So DAMWON not going to mess with him.
He's so fed that you can't go through the choke point. In fact, Keria is going to help him zone everybody else out, and that's going to be a guaranteed Drake here for T1. We'll see what soul we end up getting. They're going to steal the blue. It's going to be Infernal Soul this game, which is absolutely massive for T1's composition just yet. And if you do go in to T1's comp, you have to be ready. Oh, this is looking bad.
All right, this is a big encore, though, but Stopwatch comes in once again. The damage not quite there. Keria going to get away, but here Gaon, and then now Showmaker trying to come up as finally they do take out the Braum, and T1 is kind of zoned into the enemy jungle here once again. Faker, though, full health. And they still have Avaris. They're able to kite away, so it's only the 1 kill. T1 do get the turret, but this is a lot of map control for DAMWON. Let's see what they do with it.
Look at taking care of some of this tankiness that's available as Faker on a ward.
Yeah, he's on a ward here, and he has no idea. Canyon, Ghost, and Showmaker all up on the top side. Flash comes in. You're not able to flash the pillar. Nice try, Faker, but not going to happen this time. And guess who they give the kill over to? 1001th kill. 1001st, I should say.
Living in Korea too long, Valdez. T1, I mean, they don't want to walk into this. The big Scryers.
It's kind of rough. I kind of like how DAMWON are playing it. They know that T1 would like to get some good poke damage in and just force them away, but they're playing very far back, trying to avoid that damage. Arrow is going to come out. It hits the Braum, though. Not necessarily the target you're looking for. Showmaker going to flash in. The encore does nothing. And T1 going to drink, and here's the engage. Down goes Barrel. And now the squishiness will come in for the side of DAMWON Kia. They don't have that Seraphine, and Showmaker not going to be locked down, though. He will remain on full health. Keria pretty low as well. As got to be careful about doing that, but they will be fine. And T1 pick up the Infernal Drake.
Now they have a Baron without the encore. They feel confident with this one.
There's a lot of team fight tools taken away from DAMWON, and T1, they have all their Fed members right in the front there. Kana waiting, threatening. from the pit, and so is Baker. They're just gonna root down Showmaker. The cask is gonna do a ton of damage. Kana, though, taking a lot himself and even gets knocked up from the Baron. You can see Canyon here. He's incredibly tanky at this point in time, so he's just going to escort everybody away. He's going to tell the kids to stop fighting, and nobody's going to die on an extremely tense Baron tour, and not just go through the choke here against a Braum and a Rise. But again, it's still T1 with total control, and they get another huge Drake under their belt. And Beryl he can barely even enter the fights.
It's not every day you see DAMWON Kia hesitate around choke points like this, but they're great. They're on soul point now.
Oh, Kana. You can see it, the Realm Warp is coming in. 4 members are coming out behind DAMWON. Was that the right play? I'm not sure. Kana's gonna go down, and it's not looking good for T1 now. They're trying to kite it out, though. Canyon nearly dies, but the Subjugate is there, and T1, they're once again corralled into a really awkward spot against a poke comp. This is not where you want to be against Ashe and Trundle and Chase. They're all just going down one by one, and DAMWON are just chasing them through the jungle. Not sure how many more they'll be able to get, but definitely some more chase potential from the side of DAMWON. Looks like the speed of the Viego will be enough to get him away, but
Baron control.
They're just gonna go for the Baron because there's nothing that T1 can do.
And this is a pivotal turn. T1, though, they don't want to give it up. They're still there.
Baker, he tried to flash away from that one, and now he's just gonna die. Down he goes just like that, and Gumayusi not able to stick around. Owner's still here, and now with TPs coming in, I think Dom would have to respect it.
Key thing there is with the teleport. Yeah, there we go.
It's a high-risk play. Doesn't end up paying off for them, but they do stop the Baron. Gumayusi.
Oh man, just look at that poke. The cask is thrown at Canyon. He's like, yeah, whatever, dude. Just gonna run away from that one. The damage going out now on the Faker as the Encore. Looks like it landed. Showmaker super low, but it's just his clone. And that's gonna be another pick onto the Rise, which is gigantic with this Baron available. Ghost in kind of an awkward spot. You can see that DAMWON, okay, they're gonna start it up. They have the LeBlanc with the teleport available here to get back into the fight. Owner trying to get something going onto Showmaker, not quite able to do that. The chains are just gonna chunk him so low. Take a look at that damage now onto Owner. He cannot get close, and it will be Baron for the side of DAMWON.
You gotta get out of here as T1. You end up losing people here and the Baron. You might lose the game. Might be the end of your finals. Very tense moment there, but you saw the rotation come over.
But they didn't have a lot of vision around the Baron. They were not able to quite get the engage they were looking for. And now, after that fight, DAMWON took away all those control wards. And now what are you going to do? The Encore's going to come in. This time, Canyon in a bit of trouble. Showmaker trying to help him out. The flash coming in, and now Owner's getting into that back line. Will he have the reset? Look at this Viego go wild now. As Showmaker going to take down his GA.
He's got a res, yeah.
And the poke is here. It's still here for the side of DAMWON. The volleys rather are coming out from the Ashe. And Baker says, okay, guys, let's just go and burst down the dragon.
They've got control wards. They can control this vision and this choke point.
The poke comes in, but again, at the same time, it's like you're on the opposite side of this poke. They're just trying to get the smite down on time, and with it coming in, but Showmaker has the damage, and he takes out 2, but the Infernal Soul will go the way of T1. Can Owner and Kana salvage it? No! DAMWON wins the fight, and they're teleporting to try to end the game.
36 minutes in, they win a fight. 2 risky plays off Realm Warps back-to-back from T1 backfire. What a tragic way to go out. They had such a lead in this game. It started to fade. They lost vision control. Then they made 2 Realm Warp plays that did not pay off.
And it looks like the overextension from DAMWON, right? Like they're diving underneath the turret into a Braum, into a composition with this much power, but I think they might have done it.
Looks like this is gonna be it, guys. Game number 4 is gonna go the way of DAMWON. They just have to hit the Nexus, and DAMWON Kia will be your champions of LCK Summer 2021 in a devastating 3-1 victory.